What's going on, everyone? It's xMrAlchemy, and today I'm bringing you a game of Kill Confirmed on Hijacked. This is probably the best game I have today. I go 49-3, and in the end I could have gotten a few more kills, but I started playing really cautiously, and probably a little bit too cautiously because I ended up dying twice. Really would have been cool to go 50-1, or maybe something better than that. But this is a pretty fast-paced gameplay, although it's actually 8 minutes long. There's a big part in the middle where I just go on a big tear, and I think I go on like a 25 kill streak or something. But using the Vector with the Silencer, UAV, Lightning Strike, and the Stealth Chopper with lightweight, toughness, and extreme conditioning and dexterity. Probably one of my favorite class setups to run, although now when I'm using subs I tend to use all perks and no equipment. So now, my usual setup for a sub is the same exact class, only with Flak Jacket, and I don't have any equipment instead. So, as I have to give up a stun for the perk 3 Greed, and I have to give up a Lethal Grenade for the extra perk. So, but I was just going, I don't know what happened this game. This was the first really good game that I got, and fortunately for me, even though I was playing in a full party, I was actually able to get as many kills as I did. And a lot of people don't like this map. Hijacked is kind of a mix between people liking the map and people absolutely just despising it. And to be honest, I don't think it's that bad. Now, some of you may think, you know, why do I think this map is okay? It seems to be very frustrating at times, especially when you're playing against people who actually know what they're doing, or against a full party. But depending on what game mode you're playing, if it's for Team Deathmatch or Kill Confirmed, it's not that bad. I will agree that if you're playing this map on Domination, it's very difficult to overcome a deficit, and it's just overall very frustrating if you get spawn trapped. But if you take this map and kind of, you know, look at it from a distance, it's basically like a ship version, a yacht version of Nuketown. You have the middle parts of the map, which are kind of, you know, used for cover. Like the map, or the part I'm on right now, could kind of be like the garage area with all the cars. There's stuff in the middle to cover you, kind of like the big truck in the middle of Nuketown. Then you have the back of the spawns where I'm at now, where people are actually spawning back here. Then you have the two, I guess you could call them cabin areas, where you know, you have like the upstairs and you can go downstairs. But you have like the cabin area on both sides, and that kind of symbolizes the two houses on Nuketown. So I feel like if you play this map like it was Nuketown, you'll end up doing well by itself. This isn't really a map to camp on. You cannot sit around and wait for people to come to you in one of the cabins. You really have to go out and find your kills. And you also have to be really careful that they don't spawn behind you. And I'm in their spawn right now, and they kept spawning around me, which was good for me because I was getting kills. But you have to make sure that you're going to be out of there by the time they start spawning in. Especially if you're in the cabin, because there's more than one way to get up there. I believe there's a ladder on one of this, like, either side of the cabins, so you have to be careful that they're not going to climb up that ladder if you're up there, picking people off from a distance. And I really see no need to use an assault rifle on this map. It's very quick, very fast-paced. It's CQB most of the time, so a sub is very ideal for this type of situation. And if you ever find yourself having trouble getting out of spawn, let's say you're spawn trapped in Dom, or the other team just capped a B and they're kind of pushing up, one thing you can do is go underground. And I don't know if I do it in this game. I'll try to pay attention and point it out when I do. But in each cabin, there's a part where you can go into an underground tunnel that you can follow all the way through the middle of the map and up the other side into the other cabin. Now, you have to be careful when you are not paying attention to this, because other people use it too, and that tends to happen to me when I'm playing Domination on this map. In a full party, we kind of neglect the underground tunnels, and they end up flanking us and capping our spawn flag, and ultimately end up capping B because we have to recover from that. So you really have to watch out for things like that. As long as you have, you know, as long as you keep an eye on that. If you see a bunch of red dots in the middle and they're not on B, or they're not like up top in the middle of the ship, then that means they're underground. So you really have to keep an eye on that. But overall, that's basically the gist of the map, I guess. This is one of those streaks where I just pick up every weapon I can find, and luckily this MP7 looks like it had Scavenger on it, 40 out of 320 on the ammo, but I just kept getting my kill streaks and picking up tags, and these guys luckily were not very good. On this map, you should really try to move around as much as you can, especially what I'm doing here. Don't be caught in the same area twice. So that's part of what makes the game move very quickly, the pace of it. But overall, I had a lot of fun playing this specific match, and lucky for me, these guys were not very good at all. So one thing I wanted to talk about real quick before moving on to some somewhat bad news, I guess, is overall my thoughts on the game now at this point. The game has been out for a week as I make this commentary, and a lot of people are still hating on it. Now, I play on PS3, so the PS3 generally has more connection problems than Xbox does. And our servers and our hit connection right now are very, very inconsistent. Right now, it's very hard to get into a game, and once you find a game, it's very hard for that game to have 6 people on each team for some reason. I played a lot of games tonight where I had 4 people on each team. It was a very slow pace, and it was frustrating because when you play, you want to play against a full team. That's what makes it fun. You get a lot of kills, and you level up and rank up faster that way. But when people leave during the middle of the game, and I fast forward this part here, it's kind of uneventful. And I fast forward some parts later, but when people start leaving and the host migrates and there's only 2 people left on the other team when you have a full party of 6, it's very frustrating, and it's hard to enjoy the game when that happens. But hopefully they address that issue and fix it soon. And here's the underground tunnel part I was talking about. Unfortunately, it's fast forwarded, but you get the idea from glancing at it. But in Black Ops 1, they had the same issue with connection and servers and hit detection, and they fixed it eventually. So hopefully they fix it soon. The PS3 players tend to get neglected because we are the minority when compared to Xbox Live players. So hopefully that fix comes soon. As far as the rest, I see a lot of people complaining on Twitter and hear a lot of commentators complaining about how the only people that play this game are very, very competitive and they're not noobs. I kind of went on a Twitter rant today, and if you follow me, you would have seen it. But to me, you're gonna have a game based around competitive players, or you're gonna have a game based around noobs. There honestly is no in between, and there's where I start to die. There is no in between. You're gonna have one or the other, and these commentators are kind of pissy that they can't get their 100 kill games, and I kind of laugh at them because it's funny that they're complaining about that specifically. You said Modern Warfare 3 was for noobs, now you say this is for competitive players. Just make up your mind. But one thing I wanted to mention before this gameplay comes to an end is that I will be going to Disney World this week. This is the last gameplay I'm going to be able to upload until I get back next Sunday. I apologize for the long wait, but I hope you guys enjoy this 49-3. I hope it lasts you this week. Hope you have a great end of the week and a great Thanksgiving. I'll catch you guys later.